Alright, it's Devlog Thursday. So, on the last Devlog Thursday, I had... Really? I don't think there is. I think you're just complaining. On the last Devlog, I had just started working on this audio program, this music sequencer. And I had gotten some basic functionality working, and I have some more also basic functionality, but really useful functionality. And I made a lot of good progress, especially considering that I got a little sidetracked over the last week. If you've watched my last video, which I don't blame you if you haven't, it's 28 minutes long, I got a little bit sidetracked when I decided to open up Logisim again, which if you don't know what that is, it's a program where you can make logic circuits. Anyway, I tried and succeeded to make an 8-bit microprocessor, and was going to go a little bit further and make a game for it, which I got a little bit of the way into that. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a video about what I've done because I'm really proud of this, but also I need to work on my audio program. So I got some work done before getting sidetracked and after. And also today before I started recording. Anyway, the things that I've gotten done mostly relate to selection. And selection is where you select things. I'll demonstrate. So I have these notes here, and I can click on them to select them. If I click on a different one, it selects that one. Like this. No, that moves the playback position if you don't click on a note. And so if there's a note selected and I click on it, it deselects it. Now if I select a note and I hold Control, that will allow me to select more than one thing. This is all pretty standard stuff. And I can also use Control A if I have multiple things selected to deselect all of them. Or if I have nothing selected, I can use Control A to select everything. And that's really useful. And some other things that I added are copy, paste, and cut. Those are really important features. And of course, like always, they're bound to Control C, Control V, and Control X. So I can use Control C to copy, Control A to deselect all of that, and I can place my playback position as close as I can. There we go. Actually, that's perfect. I mean, it's not too hard to get lined up because you're bound by pixels, and it's actually going to be zoomed in this far in the final program, but you can't see the rest of it because Unity's there. And I can't actually zoom out like that unless I use the actual cursor. There we go. Because the actual cursor disappears when I am on screen, and then it reappears when I go off screen. You know, because you wouldn't want there to be no cursor when you're off screen while using this program. But you also wouldn't want a Windows cursor over this nice pixel art cursor. Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, selecting and deselecting and copy and paste and things. Okay. So I can, and I just lost my perfect selection. There, I can Control V to paste, and it's pasted perfectly. And I can also use Control A to select everything, and Control X to cut, which copies them and then deletes them. So I can just click Home, which moves your playback position back to the very beginning and also moves your viewport back to the very beginning. And then I can, Control V to paste all of it again. And I can also delete notes without copying them, just a standard delete. And the way that works is whatever notes I have selected, I can just press the delete button, which is above backspace on my keyboard. It's usually around that area on most keyboards, I think, but I have a laptop, so the keyboard's all smushed together. Man, I'm really getting sidetracked this week. So let's use Control A and delete, and I'll show you the other two features that are incredibly important. They're really simple right now, but they're another really fundamental piece of every software, and that is, of course, saving and loading. And the thing with Control S, which is save, and Control O, which is open, is that not only are they things used by my program, they're also things used by Unity, the thing my program is running in. So if I try to use Control S or Control O, they do those things in Unity. However, hitting Control S, it'll bring up a message that says, you can't save your scene in play mode, but it does actually save the file that I found. However, it seems like when I use Control-O, it does not actually load the file. Instead it brings up the open scene, file selection dialog box. I guess it just completely negates anything that would have happened because it's bringing up the dialog box and technically not running the program anymore. So, to compensate for that, I've just bound it to 1 and 2 as well as Control-S and Control-O respectively. So I'm not going to press 1 to save because I already have something saved that I was working on before the devlog, so I'm going to press 2 to load it. Now, it's probably not very obvious what it is. I mean, because it's not anything recognizable like sheet music. But it's basically the song that I had shown last time. Except I've actually worked on that one since then, and then, this morning, or I guess this afternoon, I retranscribed that part of the song back to here. And also, one of the things that it doesn't save, actually the only thing that it does save is the notes. It doesn't save anything else like tempo. So it always defaults to 120, and I have to change it to the right tempo, which is 200. No, that's 100. There we go, that's 200. And I guess I'll play it again because it's changed. And about when it's actually coming out, the actual song, I don't know. It should have been out before this. A lot of things should have been out before this, but I've been either busy with important things, busy with working on this software, or I've been sidetracked, so, oh well. Anyway, and as a reminder, just like last time in the last devlog, there's probably going to be a weird discrepancy between what you're seeing and when you hear what is being played. I don't know why. It's just the way OBS is in certain conditions, like under certain circumstances. So I'll just go ahead and play it. So yeah, it's got a few bars more at the beginning, and also there's a little bit of harmonization on towards the middle part. And of course there's also a whole rest of the song on each side that isn't here, because this is just a little snippet. But anyway, that is all I have accomplished. It makes it a lot easier to do stuff like this. Copy and paste was a really big friend for me, especially regarding this bass line here that is just constantly repeating, and there's also a lot of it. So yeah, copy and paste really saved me some time here. And of course there's going to be more features in the future, and hopefully I'll have some more interesting ones implemented by the next Devlog Thursday. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.